Boys, you ever felt like Legendary was too easy? No? Huh. Guess that's just me then. Well, let me rephrase that. Do you wanna see us suffer? Then you found the perfect video. Today we will embark on a journey to clear legendary missions with nothing but grey level 1 gear. Stunning 1 million damage per second and an armor bar so small you need a microscope to see it. This is gonna take a while, I guess. So take a seat and let us begin. Farming this set is pretty easy. Delete your account, create a new one, bim bum bum, kill 5 ads and you're done. Small problem though, Broken has no char he can delete. So we had to go and farm it manually. Sadly you cannot get shareable level 1 gear, you only can get level 2 gear, but trust me, there's literally no difference. I have 1.8k armor, Broken has astonishing 2.1k armor. It will be gone when an enemy breathes in our direction anyway. Took us only 20 minutes. Here's the short version. That brings up another question. What weapons will we use? Simply everything. To even have a remote chance, we decided that we will allow every level 40 weapon, so we mainly use the Saint Elmo, Nemesis and the Scorpio. Also 2 honorable mentions to Ravenous and Backfire. With Ravenous you could break a jungle with 1 or 2 mags, but that's only the theory. In practice, you cannot get up your blue stacks because you will be dead. And Backfire is kind of OP because you get a lot of crit damage, while the downside simply does not affect you since it deals percentage armor damage. So literally 10 bleed per tick. But here too, you will be dead before you can abuse this. I won't lie to you, we died a lot, but that's part of playing level 1 gear, I guess. We kind of split into 2 roles. I pushed a little bit more carelessly to keep them busy, while Broken was the Necromancer of the year, played a little bit safer from the back and revived us. Eine Drohne übrig. Shotgunner hinter dir. This way we only had to use 1 reviver and had 1 free skill for turret to put the aggro away from us. This worked actually surprisingly well. The first room is actually kind of easy. You focused on the volleys, try to take down the grenade guys, and when there are only 3 NPCs left, you push to the choppers to try to get the drones, because they kill you instant, and clear the backpacks of the junglers, because bleed is our biggest enemy. Alright, I don't want to go too much into detail for every room, otherwise we would be here for hours. So I try keeping it short. Here we want to push to kill all of them as fast as possible so they don't do stupid stuff. We kill nearly all of them, but one of them does very stupid stuff and is building a card box castle on the other side of the map, and we are waiting literally 3 minutes for him until he pushes us. The second wave is too strong for us, so we run and play it safe from the back.
One minute, 37 seconds later. A few inches later. 6.5 hours later.
The next part is simple. Just snipers and rushers. We can focus them down one by one pretty easily. The second part of the room is, to be honest, one of the scariest area in the mission. 3 drone ladies and 2 grenade guys. We did a tactical retrieval and played whack-a-mole from 3 rooms back. A slow but kind of safe strat. We only got down 6 times.
If you choose red, now's the time to whack him on the head. But if you see the yellow light, he's gonna whack him at the speed of...
What did that?
Der Manga. Jetzt weg.
Gehen auf Turret. Geh nicht auf Turret. The ground rule is simple. One single ad is easy because you can ground control them. They're only difficult in big numbers. So these dogs are easy. Just EMP them and yalla them down. By now, you probably spotted our main strategy. Let them come to you and not the other way around. This works pretty good, kinda safe, and is surprisingly fast for the fact that we still only have gray gear. So what even is keeping us alive? It's a one-shot protection. If something does damage to you that would kill you, you have an additional like one-shot protection shield that keeps you alive to avoid the game on killing you with one shot like from a grenade or stuff like that. We abuse the fuck out of this mechanic. It literally means you can get shot once, have like 1 second of immunity to damage, and then we have to go to cover because the next shot will kill us. Ground rule is one bullet can hit us, second bullet will kill us. In the button room, we cyberbullied the Changa. I don't think there's another word for that. He can never go back to his Changa friends after 2 agents with grey gear destroyed him that hard.
Fett, Rucksack.
In the next room, the ads discovered a new threat. Peek and go AFK. Achtung! Achtung! I don't mind, I take it. But Broken pretty soon adapted this threat, and even while editing, I don't know how we survived that room. Jokes aside, the turret on top of the door is pretty powerful because the ads will run into the room and focus the turret for some reason, which makes it pretty easy. Sadly for the Changa, the turret was in cooldown, so we had to improvise a little bit, but we managed. Also, if you're still here, think about dropping a like or writing a comment, it really helps me out. This is one of the hardest and longest projects we ever did, also mentally challenging. So yeah, thanks for your support and I hope you have fun with this kind of video. The last room before the mall has only a few ads, but boy are they aggressive. We died multiple times in this room and had to start from the beginning. So this time we tried a new strat, rockets for everyone. With this, we could clear out enough enemies before triggering them that it was a rather simple fight. Backpack. Not gonna lie, I think the mall was the highest my blood pressure ever was in my life. You will see why in a second. Close. Our usual strat does not work here. You have very limited space and a ton of difficult enemies. Wallies, rushers, grenade guys, Changas and dogs. It was a coordinated chaos, but then the Changas decided to push us and see for yourself.
Ein Rusher Set.
Danke.
Ein Pin jetzt was.
Backpack.
Das Set. Schock.
Hab ihn?
Aus der Hand.
Direkt da,
Ach, kommt doch.
direkt.
Komm.
Backpack. Ich kann nicht pieken.
Komm. Ja, hol mich hoch. Ich schaff's.
Benutzt dich.
Ja.
Oh Gott. Holy shit, that was close. If you're wondering what kept me alive, if you don't know, you can use your downed teammates as shield. As long as you revive them, they don't get damaged, but they block the way of the bullets. So as long as Broken is between me and the Changa, I basically have a bulwark shield in front of me.
Das kriegst du, oder? Ja. Lass dich biegen. Oder? Er hat den Schock nicht mehr.
Turns out you can play the garage without ever opening the door. There's a small part in the window where you and the ads can shoot through. So we abused it for over 10 minutes. Actually, in the first try we did, it took us over 20 minutes to clear. Turns out, if you hit an enemy enough, at one point, the healing stations don't heal them anymore. Characteristic we know but rarely need, because normally they are dead way before this point. At one point, we decided to switch our snipers in and played a minigame to call 4 and 2 million hits, just to don't get crazy. 2 Millionen. 2 Millionen.
Auf 4 Millionen.
2 Millionen.
4 Millionen.
2 Millionen. Gut.
4 Millionen. 4 Millionen.
2 Millionen.
Alles ab. 4 Millionen. 4 Millionen. Mit der Heiler 4 Millionen.
2 Millionen. 2 Millionen.
Oh,
2 Millionen. 2 Millionen.
2 Millionen. 2 Millionen. 2 Millionen.
2 Millionen.
Warte, 4 kommt gleich. 4 Millionen.
2 Millionen. Oh, huge. Like the mall, this room is pretty scary just because of the fact you have literally zero cover and a lot of ads. The dogs are easy, just EMP them and kill, but we struggled a lot with the ads and the chungas. In one try they even killed us and we had to play all of this again. But this time, luckily, we kind of managed and could proceed to the boss. Hinter mir.
Ja, rechts kommt Shotgun rein. Mach ich. Also, wir haben noch zwei Halbleute. Okay, Shotgun oder so weg.
Bei meinem Geschütz ist einer.
Ja, lass den was wegmachen. Okay, warte, kill. Okay, komm. Ein Rucksack weg, rechts. Zweiter Rucksack. Ne, meine Deckung ist halt hier erkrankt mit dem Tisch. Aber der Hals kommt ja schon.
Backpack.
Ja, das ist komplett verbaut.
Digga, check. Digga. The boss. Oh boy, where do I even start? All of the 3 ad waves are difficult and the boss is hard as fuck. It took us a lot of trial and error, but even though we reached the boss in about 80 minutes, it took us another hour to finish the boss fight. In the end, what we found out is pushing in to the back and playing from there is the safest strat. Just focus the snipers and the grenade guys in the first wave. In the second wave, one person destroys the drone backpacks in the middle and the other one is managing the reds on the right. Before we trigger the next wave, we get some ammunition to be on the safe side, because we need a lot of that. In the next NPC wave, there are 3 fucking healers, and it happened to us multiple times that all of the ads were standing again. So we focused the healers down as hard as possible. We even had an MVP moment for my turret where he finished a 1 HP healer we could not see. After that, just some cleanup, and in the boss wave, kill all the ads. And then, when only the boss is left, the actual boss fight can begin. Mach mein Turret. Good and bad news. Good news, we do so little damage that one person can keep the aggro and one person can keep shooting his backpack. This makes the boss fight kind of easy. Bad news, one person is doing so little damage that he does not get the aggro. This also means it took me over 2000 bullets, so getting 2 times to ammo box to clear his backpack. NRP.
Ich hab ihn.
Holy shit.
Wir haben es geschafft, Digga.
GG's. I guess. Some final thoughts on that. Did we have fun? Yeah. It was an interesting challenge, and Broken and I both think, even though we have stuff like world records and 2-man raids and stuff done, this is by far the hardest we did. Would I do it again? Probably no. Other than that, I hope you had fun. I tried a little bit new stuff with this video and how I edit it. So tell me if you like it or if you hate it. Would help me out a lot. Thanks for watching until the end, and see you next time.